Hi everybody, welcome to the Love Notions YouTube channel. My name is Chris and I'm an ambassador for Love Notions. I also have a YouTube channel called Sojourns and I hope that you'll join me there sometime. But today I'm going to bring you a really fun video. We're going to talk about 5 Love Notions patterns and I'm going to show you some fabric choices, so stick with me. Match up some fabrics. What fabrics are appropriate for each pattern? I think this could be really helpful as you're either ordering fabrics for these patterns or looking through your stash. Before I do that, it's important that you understand how to determine the stretch percentage of your fabric. And I've provided a very short video here. So let's take a look at that. Let's determine the stretch of this double brush poly fabric. So the first thing you're going to do is place your cut edge here. This is your selvage edge. So we're going to determine the stretch on the cross grain. That is selvage to selvage. That is the stretch that goes around the body. So what you'll want to do here is just fold over a few inches. You don't want to do this right at the cut edge. So fold over a few inches and we're going to measure how far 6 inches of fabric will stretch. So here I'm going to place my finger here at the 1 and at the 6, and I'm going to see how far this stretches and recovers. So we'll take 6 inches of fabric and just stretch it as it would normally stretch, and you'll see it goes to 10 inches and then it recovers back. So you will take that 10-inch number and subtract the 6 inches we started with, and that will give you 4 inches. Take the 4 inches and divide it by the 6 that we started with, and that will give you 0.66. Multiply that by 100 and you have 66%. So this fabric has 66% stretch on the cross grain. You can also do the same thing on the lengthwise grain. Just turn your fabric and do the same thing. Let's choose a different fabric type. I'm going to fold over the top few inches. I have my selvage here. We're measuring selvage to selvage, so I put my finger on the 1 and the 6, and we'll see how far we'll go. And this stretches to 7.5 and recovers. So 6 inches will stretch to 7.5. So using our formula, we take our 7.5 maximum stretch, subtract the 6 inches we started with, and that gives us 1.5. We then divide that by the 6 inches we started with. That gives us 0.25. We multiply that by 100, and this fabric has 25% stretch on the cross grain. Now that you know how to determine the stretch of your fabric, you're really well equipped to go ahead and purchase fabrics. Because choosing the right fabric will give you the right fit according to the design and the size chart. So always check your pattern. And then from there, you can choose fabrics that may work for you. First, I want to tell you that Love Notions is having a 30% off site-wide sale. That means all the patterns are 30% off. Ladies, men's, and kids. It's a short sale, so take advantage of it. The sale runs from Monday, January 4th until Friday, January the 8th, 2021. My affiliate link will be in the description box for the site-wide sale, as well as the 5 patterns that I'm going to talk about today. So everything you need is in the description box. All right, let's get started. The first pattern I want to talk about is one of my very favorite patterns. It's the Namaste Nightwear collection. There will be a sew along right in the Love Notions Facebook group. Also on the Love Notions blog. I will have those links for you in the description box, starting on January the 11th. So I thought it was perfect to talk about it today. If you're choosing fabrics for that sew along, this may be very helpful to you. Let's talk about the options for Namaste Nightwear. There is the nightgown. There is the long pants and the top, which can have long sleeves or short sleeves. And there's also shorts. So this is a year-round pattern. My favorite fabric for the Namaste Nightwear has to be hands down modal. I love modal. Modal is a natural fiber. It is very breathable, which is really something that you want in sleepwear. Here I have some Modal in a gorgeous eggplant color. Modal is a 4-way stretch fabric. It will stretch both horizontally and vertically, and it has good recovery. It'll come back. This particular Modal is from Sly Fox Fabrics, and it's a really nice weight. So the Modal is my first choice, and here you'll see it in the nightgowns. One of the fun features for the Namaste Nightwear is that shoulder inset. And I've chosen to do something really fun. I've also chosen to match my inset to one of the sleeves. That works perfect for small pieces of scrap leftover fabric. That's done with probably a half a yard of fabric. And if you don't do the sleeve, it's really just a very small piece because it's only in the front. Other choices for the Namaste Nightwear that would work beautifully is double brushed poly. A lot of people love double brushed poly for everything. Now, another really cozy option for the Namaste Nightwear would be a lighter weight French terry that has good stretch. So this is a really cute set. So I've got this little tie-dye and these smiley faces. This is actually a set from So English, and this would be so cute in the Namaste Nightwear. You could do the top in this with the inset in this and then the pants in this, or vice versa. The Namaste Nightwear also utilizes some trim, and in case you're unfamiliar with it, I wanted to show you. This is Pico trim. Pico trim is really stretchy, and you may recognize this from lingerie. You'll often see this around the leg bands on underwear, or sometimes trim around a bra strap. So that's Pico trim, and that goes along the top of the Namaste Nightwear. There is a video link in the pattern to take you to Tammy's video on how to sew this on the Namaste Nightwear, so don't fear it. Another one of my very favorite Love Notions patterns is the Margot Peplum. And here you'll see me in a couple of Margot Peplums. There's a lot of choices when it comes to the Margot Peplum. There is the plain front or princess seams. And the princess seams are so very flattering. Also for the peplum, you have a choice of a gathered peplum, a circle skirt style peplum, or a pleated peplum. So really with the Margot Peplum, you have a lot of choices to make it look different. Let's talk about fabric choices. Margot Peplum requires a knit fabric with at least 25% stretch, but you can certainly do up to 50% stretch. It looks the best, I think, with a little bit of a structured fabric. Ponte, Liverpool, and Scuba will all give you that structure, as well as cotton lycra. You can do a lighter weight. I here have done in this light blue floral. This is a single brushed poly from Sly Fox Fabrics, and I do really love this for spring. That's also a choice. You just have a little bit more of a relaxed peplum. Also, you'll see here in the royal blue is Modal. Modal is an excellent choice as well, as long as you use the heavy weight Modal. Let's take a look at this Liverpool. This is a double knit floral print Liverpool. So it has a texture to it. It's going to give you a little bit more of a structured peplum if that's what you're looking for. And this particular Liverpool, as well as a lot of Liverpools I've come across, has about 25% stretch, which is your minimal requirement. The next pattern I want to share with you is the Resolution bottoms. The Resolution bottoms come in sizes extra small through 3X, and they will be updated hopefully this year to go our 5X. Your choices for this pattern are joggers, boot cut yoga pants, which for me are kind of like my everyday uniform. You can wear them at home and out, and fabric certainly plays a role in how the finished look is. They also come in a leggings style and a moto leggings style. There are 2 waistband options with the Resolution bottoms. There's a contoured waistband option and a yoga waistband option. And there's a back yoke. The back yoke is really, really nice because it gives some detail. It gives a little more shaping to the back. And let's talk about fabric options. Depending on which style you choose, you can go a lot of different ways with fabric. So let's first talk about the leggings. When I'm choosing leggings for, say, working out, and you can certainly do that, I like to choose nylon spandex or athletic brushed poly are two of my favorites. So here is a hot pink nylon spandex, which is swim fabric, really. This makes amazing workout leggings because you know how in a swimsuit you have that compression, and that's what you want in your workout leggings. It makes you feel good and they stay put. So here's a solid. That's always a 4-way stretch. And here is another nylon spandex, but in a gorgeous print. So if you're looking for workout leggings, or if you're looking for dressier leggings, fashion leggings, you might choose athletic brushed poly. It has a beautiful brushed feel to it, and it has the stretch and recovery you'll want for leggings. I made a pair of leggings in the moto style. That's a really cute look. And you'll see here in the picture that I used ponte. This particular ponte that I purchased at Sly Fox Fabrics is a 4-way heavy ponte, and that's really important because this one has 4-way stretch with great recovery. Some pontes have 2-way stretch, and you won't be able to use that for the moto leggings. You'll want 4-way stretch. Leggings require vertical stretch because there's negative ease. And if you tried to make leggings with a 2-way stretch fabric, you're never going to get them up past your knees. So that's really important when looking for fabric for leggings. So let's talk about the yoga style, the bootleg yoga style. That's my favorite style for this pattern because I wear that style of pants all the time. And there's a couple of different choices you have here. Cotton lycra is a wonderful choice for the boot cut style of yoga pants because it has good stretch and good recovery, and that boot cut will be very nice and it won't sag out or droop or get longer on you. So here's a sample. This is pretty, right? Here's a sample of cotton lycra. Cotton lycra is a 4-way stretch with good recovery like we talked about before. Excellent boot cut yoga pants. Ponte, this is actually another good choice for that style. There is also a jogger version of the Resolution bottoms, and French terry is an awesome choice for joggers. It's comfortable, it's relaxed, and it really has a good weight and drape to it. So here's a French terry here. And you'll know French terry because of the loops on the fabric. 90% of the time the loops will be on the back, but you can get a French terry with the loops on the front. And there's French terry and baby French terry, and that just refers to the size of the loop. So this is a baby French terry because the loops are very, very fine. It's so comfortable and soft and beautiful. And for the joggers, it can just be a 2-way stretch fabric. You only need stretch around the body on the cross grain. So you'll have some more options there, but very, very comfortable. So here's a plain, or here's basically a solid, but it's like a modeled. Another option for the Resolution bottoms is a sweater knit for your joggers. Talk about comfortable. Here's a gorgeous waffle knit. Is so soft and so cozy. You deserve a January or February and some cozy Resolution bottoms. You worked hard for all the sewing you did for your family and friends for Christmas. So this would be an awesome option too. So I hope you're getting an idea of the fabrics that you can now go shop for these patterns. All right, let's move on to the Terra tunic. The Terra tunic is a great top pattern. This is one of the first Love Notions patterns that I made, and there are so many options. This is why it's a fabulous pattern. The Terra tunic comes in sizes extra small through 3X. There are so many options for this tunic. You get about 20 different options if you use all the different necklines with all the different sleeve options. It's such a great value, and during the sale, it's an even better value. Let's talk about the fabrics that work for the Terra tunic. According to the pattern, the Terra tunic is designed for medium weight knits with 25% stretch. So you know how to determine that. And some of the choices for the terra tunic are cotton lycra, ponte, sweater knit, French terry. There's a lot of different fabric options which make this pattern really versatile. Each one of these fabric choices will give a slightly different look to your finished terra tunic. And that's fun too. So let's talk about cotton lycra. Here I have some cotton lycra. Now some of the characteristics of cotton lycra is that it will roll. You can see it rolling on the edges. And that can be a little bit frustrating, but little spray starch will handle that. Iron it, spray starch it, and you can tame that. But cotton lycra is usually pretty heavy knit. This is a custom cotton lycra, so it's a very good weight. You can get 10 ounce, 12 ounce, whatever. And it has remarkable stretch and recovery, which is one of the great characteristics of cotton lycra. And it is a 4-way stretch. That means it stretches both on the cross grain and the lengthwise grain. Another great choice for the terra tunic is a double knit. A double knit fabric is thick, and this is Liverpool, and it usually has a texture to it. It doesn't have a lot of stretch. It's like a ponte. There's 25% stretch on this fabric. You saw this in the demonstration. This would be really nice because it has some structure, yet it has some drape. So this would be lovely for any of the versions of the terra tunic. Okay, let's talk about the Willow Wrap dress and peplum top. Beautiful, flattering pattern. It is so flattering on everybody. The faux wrap bodice fits beautifully. It makes me feel my best. I really do love wearing it. You'll see here that I have made the peplum twice, and I have used single brush poly and double brushed poly in both of these. This is a really fun option for a border print. You can see here that I've used a border print and I've cut the peplum part out along the border. Sometimes it's a little difficult to find patterns that go well with border prints, and here's an opportunity. If you have a very long border print, do the dress with the border coming up from the hem. That would be beautiful. The Willow Wrap dress and peplum has 5 choices for sleeves. There's the flutter sleeve, the short sleeve, the long sleeve, and the 3/4 sleeve. The sizes range from extra small through 5X, and there is a full bust piece included, which is really great because you don't have to do a full bust adjustment. It's been done for you. Your fabric options for the Willow Wrap is a knit fabric with at least 25% stretch. And I would add that you want some good recovery because you do have the crossover faux wrap, and you want to have good recovery. You don't want that to droop at all. You want that to be able to hold its shape. Here's a beautiful choice of fabric for the Willow Wrap. This is a jersey with rayon spandex in it. And what's great about that is it's a little bit lighter weight, so this is great with the flutter sleeve option for the spring, for the summer. But you can see that it comes back. You see how it comes back? That means that it will hold that bodice shape really well. Another terrific choice is double brushed poly, and I know a lot of you love to wear double brushed poly. It's a very versatile fabric and goes with so many patterns. But here's a beautiful double brushed poly. This would work for the dress version or the top version. This has 50% stretch in both directions, and it has good recovery because there's 5% spandex in here. This is a beautiful option with beautiful drape for your Willow Wrap. So besides your jerseys, things like that, also cotton lycra would be a really pretty choice. You may get a little bit fuller look in the skirt with cotton lycra, but I love it for the bodice. I love it for the top version of this dress. I hope you take advantage of the New Year's sale. There will not be another 30% off site-wide sale this year. So take advantage of the sale. Maybe choose some new patterns that you'd like to pamper yourself with this winter as we're still staying in and taking care of ourselves. I hope that I've helped you when it comes to some fabric choices. I hope that you'll visit us on Facebook in the Love Notions Pattern Support Group. There's a lot of wonderful inspiration there and a lot of help. Also, make sure you're signed up for the Love Notions newsletter so you can get all the information about all the upcoming wonderfulness happening this year. Thank you for being with me. Happy New Year. Enjoy the sale and be sure to show us the new patterns that you've chosen for this year. Happy sewing.